Hey everyone, it's Jenna. I know I've been gone for a bit. I've been on maternity leave. I was in the hospital. All that was really fun. This quarantine is super fun too. Oh, there's my assistant. He's leaving us. The quarantine has been super fun too. I'm sure everybody really misses being together at PCF. I miss everybody, but I'm going to encourage everybody, reach out to a loved one, chat with somebody in your home, try to do something unique, go out for a walk, get some exercise, make sure you kind of stay on that routine. What I want to do is make sure that you guys are still stretching. So you can use this stretching video to do. I'm just going to keep it nice and short, about 20 minutes, but you can do these stretches after you exercise, after a hot shower, a hot bath, anything really, anytime. But I'm going to encourage you to do it when your muscles have been warmed up, is the best time to really stretch. You're going to get the most bang for your buck. Also, the best thing to do would be to stretch for about 30 seconds twice, or about 60 seconds total is what the research says. You need to get good length out of a muscle. But anything's better than nothing, right? And the more you stretch, the more flexible you're going to feel. So doing this every day is going to be really important. If you want to write these stretches down or take like a picture or screenshot of the video, you're more than welcome to, so that you can just have them like that. Anything like that works. So I'm going to run through these. There won't be any music because of copyright kind of things, but I'll kind of stretch for about 30 seconds each. We'll do each side, and then if you want to just play the video again, you can just do it twice on each side that way, or you can just do it on your own and write everything down. So I'm going to go ahead and run through these. I'll have a link if you want some music in the bottom. I have a Spotify account that I love to play some different music, so I'll put a few different playlists if you guys want some ideas. Or if you have Spotify, you can play anything you really want. Pandora, ask to play some acoustic music or some yoga music. Anything really works, but we're just going to do some basic stretches. So what I have is I have my chair here. I have a nice sturdy kitchen chair that I'm just using. And then I also have my water bottle always nearby for water breaks. I encourage you guys to drink lots of water continuously, not as much during your stretches, but just in general. You really need to make sure you're hydrating. It's really important. So I'm going to tip this down a little bit more. Actually, I'll just scooch back so that you guys can see me just a little bit better, so you can see my whole body. So what I'm going to have you do is start by scooching forward in your chair, kick that leg out, flex those toes up as high as you can, sit nice and tall, and then just lean forward into that stretch, almost like you're trying to lead with your heart. We're going to stretch those hamstrings right along the back by scooching that butt forward off the chair. You allow that knee to stay nice and straight, and you also allow your back to extend nice and full. So we're just going to hold this stretch here. Take a few deep breaths in. If you're tensing up, those muscles are not going to be able to fully relax, so try to relax that muscle down in the back. Relax your shoulders. Just kind of start sinking into these stretches and just let your body go through them. Take a deep breath in again, and switch sides. Another deep breath. Just kind of sink into that stretch. Feel that big stretch up through those toes. You can't see my feet. Pull those toes up nice and tall. Keep that back nice and flat. Trying to arch a little bit through the back so that you can lift that chest out. I like to say, offer your heart to the world. You guys have probably heard me say that a million times. Hold this stretch for another 10. Pull those toes up a little bit higher. Straighten that knee just a little bit more, even if it means just kind of tightening the front of your quad right there. Go ahead and pull back. You're going to take that same leg. I'm using my left leg. You're going to pull it up and across. Hopefully my phone doesn't try to like flip things around on us. You're just going to put your ankle right over top of that bottom of your thigh. You can push down a little bit if you want a little bit of overpressure, and if you still want an even deeper stretch, take a deep breath in and lean forward. You can see what I'm not doing is I'm not hunching forward. That doesn't give me a very good stretch because those muscles attach down into my hip. If you pull back and lean forward, you'll get a nice deep stretch. You're going to stretch your external rotators, your piriformis muscles. All of these muscles get really, really tight. Deep breaths in and out. talk you through it. And out. Take another deep breath in. Out, pull out of that stretch. Put that foot down on the ground. Lift your opposite leg. I'm lifting up my right leg. Sit nice and tall. Push that knee down and away from you. And pull those shoulders down away from your ears, back together, and lean forward. I like to think about taking a deep breath out and just letting those shoulders sink down my spine. Just take your thoughts elsewhere, focusing on how that stretch feels, trying not to let your mind wander to anything that's causing you any sorts of anxiety. Not quarantine, not that you're missing out on something, just thinking about the stretch, just trying to give yourself a little bit of peace and quiet during the day. Although we probably have a lot of quiet these days, which is probably best. And another deep breath in. And out, pulling out of that stretch. And putting that foot down. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and pull those toes up. I want you to think about pulling those toes up high so that you get a nice stretch behind the back of the legs. The bonus of this is you're actually getting a nice strength on the front of your legs. And down. This one I won't have you hold for 30 seconds. I'll just kind of have you lift and hold for about 10. And what would probably be a really good idea is, you guys know I love making you talk during my classes and during our stretches, is trying to use our voice. Remember, the less you use your voice, the less you use your muscles. Remember, your voice has muscles. I'm not a speech therapist, but I do know some basic things. Is that we need to use those muscles in order to stay strong. So if we don't use it, what happens? We lose it. So what I'm going to have you do is count down for me. Put those toes down and back up, and we're going to count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put those toes down, push through those toes, and back up. Give me 10, 9, 8, make sure you articulate, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down. Now we're going to take it into a nice low pitch voice. 10, 9, 8, I feel silly, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down, and again. Oh, I'm feeling this one. High pitch. 10, 9, 8, 7. Channel that inner cheerleader. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's a bonus if you get some laughs out of it. Why not? Pick those toes up again in normal voice. We got 10, 9, make it short, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Put those toes down. Now what I'm going to have you do is wiggle those feet in and out. Bring those knees along with you. Bring them as wide as you can, and then kind of slide those hands along those knees. Open up nice and wide. What I don't want to see is hunching those shoulders up, but pushing them down. Kind of give yourself a little bit of strength. This is kind of a little bit of a strength postural exercise as well as stretching. So pull those knees apart and then lean forward into that stretch. We're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now what I want you to do is keep that big stretch. If you can give a little bit more of a stretch, maybe heel toe those feet out a little bit further. Go ahead and heel toe them out. Just make sure you have a nice sit on your chair. And then I want you to dip one shoulder down. Now notice when I dipped that one shoulder down, I'm not hunching it down. I'm pushing through one arm and pushing the other shoulder in. So I'm getting a nice rotation. What I'm going to do is rotate my head all the way to the right. So my left shoulder's down. Right head is rotated behind my shoulder, and we're going to count down from 20 because we've done about 10 already. So we've got 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Very good. Bring those shoulders back. Push those knees apart just a little bit more, and then rotate right shoulder down, left rotating behind our shoulder, looking behind you. Hold that stretch. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Sink a little bit deeper. In and out. Twist a little bit more. Let's count down. Let's count up from 20. Let's mix it up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Bring it back, lean forward, big stretch and hold. 10, 9, just one last hold. 8, 7, 6, my kitty's here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Good job. Go ahead and heel toe those feet back in. Let's go ahead and bring hands above the head. We're stretching up. I wish you guys could see my cat right now. He's cracking me up. He's just rolling around asking for belly rubs. We know cats don't really like belly rubs. My one cat does, my other cat does not. Not at all. Bring those hands, lace those fingers, pull like somebody is pulling your hands up towards that ceiling. They are stretching you out, trying to get you to grow. Can you guys see this chunk down here? He's crazy. Deep breath in and out. If this is too much to hold those hands here, I always love behind the head too. Just bring those elbows apart as you do it. Opening up that chest. Few more deep breaths here. If you're the kind of person like me, I almost like to count my breaths more than I do to actually count. Oh, there's a second kitty cat coming along. So sometimes I'll try to make it like, okay, let's take 5 deep breaths. So if I think about each breath taking 3 seconds or so, that makes sure that I know I'm taking at least 15 seconds to do so. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. I have to turn this camera so that you can see these 2 little cuties here. Look at these 2. They're giving each other a bath. How sweet is that? 5 more seconds here. And then they're probably going to wrestle. They're crazy cats. I tell you, they're more like dogs. One last deep breath in. Out. Very good. Bring those arms down. Bring your right arm up. Hold it high above your head. Reach those fingers, spread those fingers wide. I want you to hold up here, but then I want you to shift over to your left side. You're gonna sit your right sits bone down as you reach across. So holding that, sometimes it helps to kind of cue if you put this hand here. If you want, you can kind of just let that arm dangle, or if you need some support. Some of you may want to have an armrest, whatever really works for you. Just make sure that you're not falling forward. We don't want hunch posture. We want nice, big, open chest posture. So now I'm going to have you for the last 20 seconds. We're going to do those big hand motions. Remember our big power motions here? 1, 2, flicking those hands. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Count along with me. 9, 10, 11. 12, my cat's watching me. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, reaching further. 18, 19, and 20. Deep breath in and out. Woo. Shake out those shoulders. Roll them back. We're going to go to the other side after 5 shoulder rolls here. This is 3, 4, and 5. Here we go. Bringing that arm up. Fingers are spread wide. Wiggle that hand around. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Sit the left sit bone down. Lean all the way over. You can't even see my hand. I'm leaning so far. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Open up through those ribs. Think about separating those ribs as you take those nice deep breaths. If you want, you can even put your hand there. You can feel them move. And we're going to count down from 20. Nice and loud. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, take a deep breath. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, take another deep breath. 9, 8, 7, 6, lean further. 5, take a deep breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on over. We didn't do our left hand power moves. Don't you worry. We're going to get to those. We're going to do left hand out front here. We are going to lean forward. You're going to shift forward. And then I want you to go down to the ground. Bring both hands down. We are not going to stay here for long. This is just to give your back just a little bit of a break. And we're going to bring it all the way up. Stretch to that ceiling again. We're going to do another 10. I'm so glad I can provide my cat such a nice space to play around my legs. They love to hang out with me when I do my yoga. Sometimes not as conveniently for me as you would think. Alright, we still haven't done that left hand for that power move. What we're going to do is we're going to bring that left arm down and across. You're going to pull that right arm, anchor it. Try to lift, don't let it dip down because you're not really going to get much of a stretch there. Try to lift above your shoulder. Take a deep breath in and out. And flick that hand. We've got 20, 19, 18, 17, nice and big, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. She's watching that hand like, are you going to drop me a treat? 3, 2, 1. That's fine. I wasn't going to sit back, Luna. That's fine. Arms out, nice and big and spread apart. Take that right arm down and across. Anchor it with the left arm. Pull above the shoulder. Holding it. And again. Hold, hold, hold. If you want to keep doing your power moves, you keep doing those power moves. I will not fault you for that. That will also be good. Remember, it's good for those fine motor skills. Before you go to zip up a zipper, before you go to do some handwriting, if you're noticing you're doing that like micrographia where you're writing nice and small, try to get some big writing by doing some big hand motions. That'll help. These two. We call it WrestleMania WWE style when these two go at it sometimes. Probably going to get a few body slams on camera here. You guys try to be nice. You say, we're just playing. You guys have heard that before from your grandkids, haven't you? And your kids. Good. Deep breath in and out. We're going to get that big pec stretch again. I want everybody to kind of scooch back a little bit in their chair. What you're going to do next is you're going to kind of hinge over that chair. My seat back's a little bit tall for this, but that's okay. You're going to bring those hands behind your head, open up, just kind of lean back. Pretend you're kicking back at the beach. Close your eyes and go somewhere. Deep breath in. And out. Luna, please stop playing with my zipper. Everybody's trying to relax here. Continue those deep breaths. I promise I won't move on without you with your eyes closed. Last 10 seconds. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open those eyes up. Welcome back. Bring those hands above your head. Reach up to the sky. We're going to point one finger up together, 2 fingers together, 3 fingers together. Try to separate them out. 4, and last one, 5. Bring those palms together. Oh, push push those wrists down. We're going to get a nice big wrist stretch here, opening up those hands that want to be nice and closed off. If you want, like me, you can kind of tuck your feet if you feel like getting a double stretch. Tuck those feet under you, get a nice stretch on the front of your legs. Good strength exercise too. Remember, we're not hiking up those shoulders to get that stretch. We're just sinking those hands down. A really good one for anybody that has carpal tunnel. It's a great stretch. Spread those fingers wide. I think my cats are bored with me right now. Good. Take those fingers, rotate them forward, and then all the way down as far as you can. You'll feel a nice, big stretch on those wrists. Now you're trying to pull up towards your chest. So it's like you're trying to poke your chest, but fingers are down, rotated towards your feet as far as you can. Now you go ahead and flip those toes. If you can get a big stretch through your toes, just kind of plant them on the ground and let them just kind of sink. You don't have to push or anything, just kind of let them get a big stretch through the bottom of your foot. Hopefully you guys have somebody at home. You can grab them and make them stretch with you. Everybody can use these. We know it's true. Look at carpal tunnel. Somebody's working in your house probably, or somebody you know. Make them do it with you. Big stretch. And palms back up. Close those fingers together. Push away. Open up towards the sky. Arch that back just a little bit and look up. Hold it. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Push those fingers away. Deep breath. And out. Relax those hands down. Very good. I'm going to do just a few standing stretches here. What we have left is it's been about 22 minutes or so you can stop there if you feel good. I continue encouraging you to keep going, especially if you were out walking. This is a really good one to stretch your legs standing up. If you feel uncomfortable or a little unsteady standing up, or if you usually have help during classes, what I would have you do is make sure that you have somebody with you while you're standing. I'm going to turn my chair sideways so you can see. You guys can do yours however you want. If you want to just step behind it. So I'm just going to use this for balance. And you're going to step one foot behind you. The other knee is going to be forward. You're going to lunge through that knee. Notice I'm not arching through my back. I'm keeping that tail tucked underneath of me. Spine is nice and straight. I'm pushing down through my back heel. I'm not bouncing. Bouncing is kind of better to do before you go to exercise. This is not a bad exercise to do before you go to work out. But this is a great one to do when you're starting to cool down and really get that benefit of those more muscles. Drive that heel down, drive the front knee forward. Taking some deep breaths, not hiking the shoulders, keeping them down. And at the end, I promise you we're going to play a little game too to help with your speech too. So we can get you talking. I know it's kind of boring to sit and watch a video. So we've got that whole 30 seconds here before we switch. We can do one stretch in between here. Push off that foot, bring both feet together. You're going to walk those feet back behind you, and you're going to stretch out that back. You're going to stick your bottom all the way back towards the wall. I want you to, instead of tucking the tailbone like we were just doing, to now reverse that and get that big arch through your back. Still keeping your belly nice and active and not letting it drop out, but lifting that tailbone up. Keep those hands nice and open on the chair. Don't let them just kind of flop. Open them up nice and intentionally. Lifting the head, not dropping it down. Hold that stretch nice and big. Pushing through those arms. Push that tailbone away. You can also use a wall with this one. If you ever don't have a chair or something to hold, counter works just fine too. This is a great one to do deep breaths because you're stretching those ribs apart. breaths. If you ever feel lightheaded going from these up and down moves, it means you need to drink more water. Push that heel behind you. I'm going right foot back right now. Remember, tuck that tailbone underneath of you, driving the front knee forward. My left knee's forward, my right heel is down. Pushing through that chair. Now, as we stretch this for our final stretch, what I'm going to have you do is look around. You can look around your room. You can look around my room if you want to, whatever you want to do. But what I want you to do, you're going to feel silly doing this, and that's totally fine. You can play a game if you want with your family that's in the house, if somebody's with you, or if they're doing this with you. What we're going to do is just kind of I want you to name things that are in the room. If you want to play like, I see something you don't see and the color of it is, you go for it. But what I'm going to have you do is just kind of talk through this. So what I want you to do is like picture, frame, and I want you to really emphasize those words. Cactus, succulent. So I'm going to be quiet so that you can find things. I've got candles. I've got all kinds of fun things in here. And my grand finale is that I'm going to show you the little baby that's lovely sleeping for me. Gotta try to find 3 more things and name them nice and loud this time. Super loud. Like, make your house shake. It's fine. No one's around. Well, maybe some people. Whew, bring that foot in. That was a great stretch. Let's go push those feet back behind you one more time with that big L stretch. Tailbone is up nice and high. Chest is low. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Thank yourself for doing this nice big stretch today. It's good for our bodies to stretch and get that flexibility. Hopefully you feel a little bit less stiff after this. Remember, after we stretch, really any exercise and all the time, we really should be drinking lots and lots of water. You gotta hydrate those muscles so that they can stay nice and fluid. Fluid, get it? All right, rolling up through that spine. Take a deep breath in. Hands together. Very nice. Thanks everybody for stretching with me. If anybody wants to see this little cutie that I've been dealing with, he was nice enough to be quiet enough. Oh yeah, he's on the monitor. But I'll give you a live preview. He's just hanging out in this little room. He's peeking his eyes open. Say hi to everybody, James. Good morning. Did you have a nice nap? Well, wasn't that just perfect timing? You're not going to give anybody any smiles? You're so tired. I know. Look at that cute little worm. Oh, he's going to have a big... Here, James wants to stretch with everybody. I know you're going to do it because you do it every time I release. Oh, there he is. Big stretch. Sorry, I think I lost him. Tika. Oh, big stretches. Oh, that's not the happiest face in the world. All right, can you tell everybody bye? Oh, there's a nice smile. Thanks, buddy. You say, bye. Bye. Keep working. Oh, big. Keep stretching. Bye, guys.